This still new city is the queen of commerce and the sovereign of the seas.
Emerging from the ruins of the Revolution, the little town at the foot of Manhattan would soon stun its American rivals, reaching out in every direction to become the most innovative and dynamic port on Earth. Down on South Street, New York merchants refused to follow tradition and let their vessels sit in port until they were filled with goods. Instead, they sailed them every week, filled or not, a radical new idea called a regular schedule. Next, they linked their busy transatlantic lines to steamboats running up and down the coast. Soon it was cheaper for southern ports to ship their cotton through New York than to send it across the ocean themselves. Looking to expand, the merchants turned a few blocks inland to Wall Street, where they helped create the first financial markets and investment houses. And they encouraged the city's ship designers just up the river to come up with ever faster hulls, until New York's packets and clippers were known as the fastest vessels on the sea. The merchants soon made New York the biggest port in America, bigger than all others combined, a place whose booming trade now drove its expansion northward. To keep up with the growth, a new grid of streets was added every few years to the existing city, usually with no regard for what came before. Finally, in 1811, a visionary mayor named DeWitt Clinton proposed a stunning plan for New York's future. A vast street grid covering the open lands of Manhattan Island with 2,000 city blocks, enough to house 1 million people, or 10 times the existing population. Gazing out on Manhattan's miles of open farms and fields, the plan seemed impossibly ambitious. To make it a reality, Clinton would need to look far beyond the city's borders, to the wilderness of the American continent, where high mountains blocked every port on the Atlantic from the fertile lands of the Midwest. Clinton's answer was an artificial waterway, a canal, hacked 363 miles through the forest and mountains of upstate New York. The Erie Canal transformed the geography of America overnight, capturing the immense output of the nation's heartland and funneling it through New York Harbor. Adding its new river to the Midwest, to its booming coastal trade with the South, and its swift packet service to England, the city had made itself the crucial link between Europe and the American continent, and the commercial center of America itself.